Welcome to the Durban Exhibition Center, where the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Ubaba Sihle Zikalala, is meeting with the mayors and the water boards in the province to try and find solutions in the challenges faced in relation to water, because we understand that so many dams in the province are under 50%. But next to me is the cooperative governance spokesperson, Ubaba Lennox Mabaso. Lennox, briefly, can you tell us about the Premier's statement today?
Yeah, well, the new role is that I am a facilitator of the provincial government communication of KwaZulu-Natal. In answer to your question, the Premier of the province, Premier Sihle Zikalala, has convened a special extended provincial executive council meeting, which comprises of all the water boards, all the water experts of the province, the mayors as well as the MECs. The subject of contemplation is how do we make sure that we address the water challenges that are facing the province, the water situation in the province. The Premier has just indicated that we have got to achieve universal access. We've got to respond to the challenges that people are facing on day to day in relation to water. So there are a number of issues that are being discussed here around how do we roll out infrastructure. For instance, how do we make sure that we budget and we set targets and time frames to ensure that we are able to deliver water by. So there are a number of plans that have been put in place, for instance, in terms of drilling boreholes, especially for rural communities, the creation of storage facilities to conserve water, the breaching of some rivers that have not been breached. There are a number of big bulk water infrastructure projects that are being put in place, including the Umkoma's water scheme and many more. So the issue of water is a priority for the 6th administration, and it is a view of the Premier that if there's one dent that we should make on poverty, it will be through addressing the challenge of water, which is also critical for the growth of the economy. The Premier has pronounced that as a province of KwaZulu-Natal, we want to limit the use of and eradicate the use of water tankers so that people can have a source and proper reticulation and can access clean and safe drinking water, and we can have enough water to be able to drive our growth and economy, because we know that there's also an increase in consumption.
Can you update us in relation to the water in the dams levels?
Yes, the Premier has indicated that in terms of the statistics that he has received from the Department of Water and Sanitation as well as the water services authorities, the recent rainfalls, although they came a bit late, the spring rainfalls, they came late, but they've gone somewhere in terms of replenishing our water resources. We currently have most of our dam hovering between 53% and 60%, as the Premier indicated. Of course, the situation is still dire because we just at the beginning, as we indicated, these were spring rains, and indeed we are hoping that we'll receive more rains to replenish our system so they can get to 100%. Hence the message of the Premier that we need to ask all our citizens to ensure that they conserve water and they use water sparingly, because the water scarcity is a reality. We're a water scarce country and a water scarce province. So what we have, we must conserve and not allow any water to go to waste. We must consider a number of options, including the use of alternative technology to help us to conserve water.
Thank you very much, Baba.
Thank you.
There was Baba Lennox Mabasa from the Department of Cooperative Governance. He's basically explaining to us that the plans are there, but the South African citizens, they must also take part in these plans, especially in making sure that they save water, you use water safely. Back to you in studio.